lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fighting off the defender. Knocked down the knot before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just steamrolling the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Calls his own number. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. they'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Off play action. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Powers through the defender. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Cowboys ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes. And him at the 16. Run inside. It's Lacey. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked...
Guys, look at this. Surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run the counter. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. Interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He's got him. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Haas.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Byers on the move. And they can't make the play on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, that ball landed incomplete. You saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Running inside, it's Lacey. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
And he'll be brought down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play.
Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning.
He wants to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus.
Touchdown, Rebels! That one will give them the lead. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Goes high to pull it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And look what we've got going here. A top 10 team that is teetering after giving up that score. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Turning it on. And he's still running after the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
From the gun. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass, and the quarterback doesn't see anything, and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, it didn't work that time.
No, you might need to get a new phone. But that phone didn't work if you were searching for the area code because he definitely wasn't on target. And, you know, a lot of times you rush it to and you see that guy out wide, you want to hit that matchup, but that was not an accurate throw at all.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. Steps away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to Caden Durham. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Say it. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left, and the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's a heat, and they got it.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Sayin. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Runs through a man. He might have space. All the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted to stop the threat.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Play fake, say it. Buys a little time with his feet. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move, it's Jackson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The play action fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Sayin from the gun on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. One final play before the end of the quarter. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Going for it all. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle. They get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Unleashes one. In incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing, saying. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Upstairs is got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? He gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. From inside his own 15, looking for room. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Say it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might as well stick with him. Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws it deep. It's caught. Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll line up to go for 2. It's a reverse. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run play action. Pulls it in with one hand.
How about that snag, man? Some people need 2 hands to catch the football. He just needs 1. Like, big-time play, catches the ball, and then doesn't fall down. After the catch, still wants to get more yards, get upfield, and create the explosive play. That was a fun play to watch.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Green. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Past the 50, the 40, past the 30, the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. try to throw it. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped, return. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't.
Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, say it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all.
There's some room. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Say it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll line up to go for 2. Here's Julian saying to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 32, LSU 7. Number 96 set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the...
Snags it, and he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Durham. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throwing, say it. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He's not afraid to go deep. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Offense in a split backfield. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. Scrambling to the left. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. A shot toward the end zone, and they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Saying to throw for it on 4th. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires left. And it's gone. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Gain of 18. That's a first down for the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And the extra point was good. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Running inside, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the ground, he's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Zayn. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. 4th down, Zayn. They get to him as he throws. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Looking downfield, it's Levin. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Here's Durham. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to.
And wait, they've made a decision here. They're sending out the field goal unit, hoping to get a short 3. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. And that is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. You're still at 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. And down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
They go right back to him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 35. And he'll do it himself. He's down, and that ought to just about do it. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And that is a massive play by the quarterback and great understanding of the situation.
Going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is,
snags it, and there's running room. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Jackson. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Back to throw, it's Levin. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown LSU!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The hands team eliminating any potential drama with the onside kick, and the clock is going to run out on this one.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Say it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. It's maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. What a show both of these teams put on today.